evening, everyone. Just going to wait here for just a second and see if anybody else pops on. And so I can get all set up myself. This is Carmen Calderero with Crafting with Carm. I'm waiting for my live video to pop up on my Facebook. Let's see if it does. So I'm just trying to figure out if anybody was here. I hit the wrong button on my other thing, so hold on just a second. Well, I won't be able to see who's live tonight because I want to get started. I can't get my Facebook to cooperate on my other thing. So, I thought I had this all figured out. Maybe. Well, anyway, this is Carmen Calderero with Crafting with Carm. Tonight we're going to talk about Designer Series paper. Designer Series paper is on sale, 15% off through October 31st. Now there are a few things that are on sale and a few things aren't. In the big book, there are 7 Designer Series papers that are on sale. Artistry in Bloom, Forever Greenery, In Good Taste, Peony Garden, Playing with Patterns, Playful Pets, and these are all found on 148, 149, and 150 in your big catalog. The 150 page is Whale of a Time. So these are all 15% through October 31st. And then in the mini catalog currently, we have Heartwarming Hugs, Poinsettia Place, Trimming the Town, Designer Series paper, 'Tis the Season, Toil Tidings, and Snowflake Splendor, Magic in the Night, and Plaid Tidings. These are all 15% off through October 31st. So now I know this is going to be a little longer tonight because I couldn't cram everything I wanted to show you in 7 minutes. So bear with me. But I am going to try to do some new things tonight. So I'm going to transition here, so hopefully you can see my hands. And hoping to go to the live feed. I'm trying to tap. Oh, I might be able to see it, so I could see some comments running in. So send me a comment and I'll see if I can see it on my screen. So we're going with what to do with Designer Series paper. So the first thing Designer Series paper can do is it can add texture. This is the In Good Taste, and I don't know about you, but that is some pretty good texture. So add texture without adding dimension. So this, if it looks familiar, this was the class from card class this last time, but I didn't put the bubble on, saving those just in case my future daughter-in-law wants to use them for an upcoming wedding. And then this might look a tad familiar. I took the background piece from a card from class and I colored the sunflower. That was a different one. So I just threw all the pieces together on my desk today and made this one. Beautiful texture. Designer Series paper adds lots of texture to your cards. And then you can stamp on Designer Series paper. So if you can tell in this one, they stamped the flower and colored it right on top of Designer Series paper. Now this is retired, but just bear with me. I had to dig out some samples today. It took so long to figure out how to do this. So this stamp on designer series paper, this is more of In Good Taste, the basic gray. You can sign, this is stamped on designer series paper. Again, In Good Taste. Can you tell where I like this? But this wheat and everything background is stamped on designer series paper. So then what else can you do? You can fold it. And because our designer series paper is both sides, you get one side and the other side. So you can make lots of different things, boxes and things, and you can fold it. And you can see both sides. So here you can see both sides of the designer series paper. And here you can see both sides of the designer series paper. So our designer series paper is printed on both sides. And I know some of you like that and some of you don't like that. So then, what else can you do with designer series paper? Well, you can die cut it, make a little tree, make a design. You can punch it. You can use it. You could do a vase, or this is the ornament. So it makes a beautiful ornament. So you can punch it, and it's like it's designed for that. You can also make a stack of cards fast. I don't know if you saw this card was sent to me, but you can cut it, and there's lots of different patterns out there. You can cut a certain piece and make a lot of cards in a quick setting. Something else you can do with it, you can embellish it. So I think I'm going to have to get this one really close. So you can see how I put the pearls right in the middle of the X's, and it just embellished the pearl. And I think I still have my feed going, but something happened to my camera. So the other thing it can be is punny. Joy to the world. So I can see myself like 3 different ways here, so this is really new tonight. So I wanted to show you a couple of other things. I don't know if you guys can just see that my orphan's coming. Some things I wanted to show you. Now this is retired paper, but I dug this out. One thing you can do is you could follow the stripes and add color to it. So on a black and white piece you can add color, or I could add this is just our brush tip marker. So I could do a pink and black and white theme. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. And shout out to this ruler, your Awesome Beyond Measure Lawn Fawn. It gives you the dimensions, so it tells you that it's a half, or a 3/4, or a 1/4. Sometimes my old eyes, I have to put something dark behind it, but definitely a handy ruler. Then something else you can do with your designer series paper is this designer series paper goes this way, or it goes this way, or if you take one of our die cuts and turn it on an angle, it goes this way. So you can play with the stripes of designer series paper. Something else you can do to play with the stripes of designer series paper, like I showed you with the pink marker, you could take a blends marker too, and let's say I want to highlight, I want some yellow in this because I'm making a Christmas card that's green, red, and yellow. I can color my stripe. So this is what it started out looking like, and this is what it is now. And then you can also brayer designer series paper. So these are our brayers. I've got pumpkin pie here. So again, this is a retired piece, but I'm just going to roll that on. I could do it as light or as dark as I want. And now I'm ready for Halloween because I have orange and black instead of white and black. I could make this any shade. I could grade it and do different colors. You can actually kind of see this is darker here where I rolled over it more and then lighter here. The last two things I want to show you what you can do with designer series paper is you can paper, I don't know. So I took this Embrace Each Moment stamp set, which I just got with the current sale. Couldn't figure out why I got this stamp set. And I wanted to make his jacket a texture. So I stamped it on designer series paper. Now this one might have been a little dark because you can barely see the line in here for his arm. But you get the idea of what you could do. You could make a pretty dress for the girl right here, because I'm pretty sure this is a backless dress. I can't really tell. Maybe there's a strap there. I don't know. But I put him in his suit jacket because it looked like this was a wedding picture. Then for the last thing, you can play with stripes with your designer series paper. So Brian King showed us this in his blog not too long ago. But you take the designer series paper and you cut it into strips. And then I made the strips and offset them. So my green was across from my red. Now I kept this line and this line the same so it wasn't quite so busy. But you can make, just think of all the possibilities with all your designer series paper. You could do diagonals like this. And then once I could trim this off and have a piece of rectangle, or I'm going to try to place it in my, and I wanted the stripes at the peak. So now I have this, which actually kind of looks like an ornament, a Christmas ornament. So these are all things you can do with designer series paper. And again, designer series paper is 15% off those certain ones. There are 7 on sale in the big book. Again, designer series paper is on sale. There's 7 on sale in the big book. There's 8 on sale in the holiday. I have posted pictures on my website and actually here on the Facebook page. And I'll put the host code in the comments again this week. Hopefully this one recorded the whole way through, didn't freeze, it wasn't upside down. I'm learning. I got to figure out so you don't see my phone here, but that might be a Christmas gift I asked for. And if the static's still on there, I hope it's not. Might have to ask for a mic for Christmas. But I hope you enjoyed yourself and have a good evening. This is Carmen Calderero with Crafting with Carmen. Good night.